rain riders, as we come around this first corner to the right in that meshed-in tow. Over there, down in those front branches, we do have our tow-go toucans. These are the largest form of toucans found in Brazil. And they have that very large, very brightly colored beak, which is mostly hollow and has a very sharp edge to it. And so you can try
there they are.
Berries and the occasional small animal.
Here we go.
And next up, that's what we're building their Giraffes vines is our house of the EU. They're raising weekly collie critters from around the world. And most people would find goats and disgusting. But in reality, they play an important role in our ecosystem. And later today, if you like to have a hair-raising adventure. Next up, this body of water right here is our own swan lake, home to our black swans. Now, these guys are one of the 2 species of swan to have black feathers.
That's it, buddy.
You have to do, we do have the other species. That would be our black neck-swan. They are up in our flamingo yard. Out of the 2 species, though, the all-black swan here are the larger and more aggressive. And they have a very long neck, which helps them get their food in deep bodies of water.
Yeah, we're getting down to the entrance. What do you think, bud?
Not all done.
Not all done. No, we just started. Yeah, see, there's the opening. People are waiting to get in.
All right, show rain riders in this next portion of our journey is a little behind-the-scenes look here at the beautiful pin of our zoo. But only these rain riders get to enjoy. These first 2 buildings to our right here are our animal kitchens, where dietitians run there over 1,000 meals a day. All of our hungry animals here at the zoo. Also back here is where we participate in our local recycling programs, animal breeding, and animal preservation programs. And next up, this white 2-story building here is our own animal health clinic. A state-of-the-art facility housing all of our high-tech amenities, some of which you might recognize from other zoo hospitals. The only difference is all of these are used in keeping all the animals here at the zoo happy and healthy.
Yeah. Where? Oh, I see golf carts. I saw golf carts. You see? What are they building?
And up next on our left for a change is our show rain barn and welding shop. Housed in our train barn there is our big red engine 208 named Victor. You are currently riding on our big blue engine 327 As you can see, our red coach in there getting a little remodeling done just in time for our brand new big red engine, which will be joining our family of trains sometime this month. And it'll be named Emmett. All of our trains come to us from a company called Chance Rides in Wichita, Kansas, and they are named by the Duncan family and Rusty's Pizza Parlor. Back here is where we do all the maintenance and mechanical work to all of our trains to keep them running safe and smooth for you guys. Back to the right here is Gibbon Island.
Another train, that's right.
You can see our female Jasmine hanging from the branches right there on the edge of the island. She is all white. And our male Gulliver is sitting on that log there. He is black with little white around his face, hands, and feet. Now, these guys come from Southeast Asia, and they are apes, not monkeys. One easy way to tell the difference is to look for a tail. Monkeys have tails, and apes do not. Also, monkeys can swim, but unfortunately, apes are far too heavy.
Over there, buddy, look over there.
So that moat there acts as a natural barrier between them and us.
Yeah, they're monkeys.
And folks, back to the left here, we do have a rare herd of leaf deer. These guys can be pretty ferocious. Hopefully, they will just leave you alone. Also, out to the left here is the beautiful Andre Clark Bird Refuge. This is a city run refuge.
Yeah, what's that?
All our families of animals here in the Santa Barbara area. It's also a good resting spot and nesting spot for local and migratory birds.
That was a loud whistle.
Over our rickety old rain bridge here, you can look up to the right there and see our California condors. Looks like one's hanging out underneath the walkway there on that branch. These guys are the largest flighted birds in North America, with a wingspan reaching lengths of up to 9.5 feet long. And they have been known to eat so much that even with that amazing wingspan, they still cannot sustain flight for several hours. Also, these birds might make fairly good next-door neighbors because they have no vocal cords, so they really can't make much noise at all. And if we look between the show reeds now, you will see the backside to our exhibit forest edge. This is one of the most ambitious projects to date at the Santa Barbara Zoo, and is home to our two silverback gorillas, Goma and Kibu, two half-brothers, and just like any brothers, they do love to rumble and tumble and play around in their yard up there. Now, unfortunately, in the wild western lowland silverback gorilla habitats in the Congo Basin are being destroyed due to deforestation and mining in search of a rare mineral. Production of cell phones. Recycle cell phones. And also, the front gate will recycle them for you in helping us preserve these beautiful creatures. And next up, going across that bridge, there we do have Monty, the giant python.
No.
And as we enter into the after savannah, we can look up to the right here and see our giraffe family. Now we do have 5 giraffes in our giraffe family. See if we can spot all 5 of them here. You can see our little baby Daniel hanging out in the middle there. Just turned a year old a few weeks ago, standing just over 10 feet tall. He is a pretty cute little guy, and he is a Maasai giraffe. Taken out right behind him there on the right-hand side of our giraffe deck is his mother, Audrey. She is also a Maasai giraffe, about 4 years old and 13 feet tall. On the left-hand side there is our newest addition to our giraffe family. That is our big boy, Michael. He is also a Maasai giraffe. He is our tallest giraffe in our giraffe family, standing about 19 feet tall, and he is only 5 years old. Then we have our other 2 giraffes hanging out over by the tree here. On the right-hand side is Betty Lou. She is also a Maasai giraffe, about 4 years old and 13 feet tall. On the left-hand side is our oldest girl. That is our Barengo giraffe, Salima. She is about 16 feet tall and 21 years old. Now, all 5 of our giraffes do have long, slimy purple tongues, which are shaded dark purple to help them fight sunburn as they feed from the tall trees. And as you can see, our giraffe deck is open today. If you guys haven't had a chance already, you can head up that way, feed our giraffes some lettuce, and get an up-close and personal encounter with that long, slimy tongue.
Those are giraffes.
And next up here, we do have the king and queen of the savannah, our 2 lazy lions, Gingerbread and Chadwick. And as you can see, our lions are doing what lions do best, and that is just lying around. A lot like your modern everyday house cat, these big lazy cats do sleep up to 20 hours a day. And when they're not sleeping, they are eating, and they can eat a whole bunch. In the wild, they have been known to eat up to 40 pounds of meat in a single sitting.
Look at the tiger.
But here at the Santa Barbara Zoo, we do keep them on a more steady diet of about 8 pounds a day.
No.
Look at those guys.
Look at that.
Those are lions.
Do they growl?
They do growl, but they're too lazy to growl most of the time.
How would they do that?
And for a little bit of history about the property here at the Santa Barbara Zoo, we do have about 40 acres, which was originally owned by Lillian Childs. She had her estate here. She donated the property to the Santa Barbara Foundation in 1947. Santa Barbara Zoo opened its doors in 1963 as a small petting zoo. Now, over the years, we have obtained over 150 different species of animals and over 500 animals here at the beautiful Santa Barbara Zoo.
Number 7,